Hey, yo, 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 yo. It's your brother Jot. Shh. All praises to Yahweh. I'm just going to go into this little quick introductory. I've been writing down, doing some studies on oracles, speaking about the book of Hebrews, how it's mentioned in the Greek language that we are oracles, right? So I wanted to go into that and the importance of how Yasharal are oracles and what it means to us as a nation, right? Because there's a reason why we are treated the way we are here. And it's not just because of our skin color or where we're from. It's another more spiritual reason why devils plot and scheme to hem us up and to put us under situations where we do the talking for them rather than ourselves. So that's the premise of this study that I'm getting into. My times were changed at work, so I haven't had a lot of time to really go and jot down things like I want. But I got a lesson here coming up, and I know y'all have seen, or if you haven't seen, Yasharal or Mashal, right? We are the Mashal, or we should be Mashal, with our minds right in Yahweh. But just to give you a little introduction of where I'm going, some food for thought for right now. You know, because there's some interesting chapters, especially 2 Samuel 16:23, 2 Samuel 17, and on into Jeremiah, that discuss or happenings that our ancestors went through, which highlights the importance of us as oracles of Yahweh, right? So the oracle, this is a quick definition of what an oracle is, right? 1, a priest or priestess acting as a medium through whom advice or prophecy was sought from the gods in classical antiquity. And so you can see that from that definition alone, that it's kind of vague, but you get the premise that when something is mentioned as an oracle, they're considered a medium of sort, right? A place at which divine or advice or prophecy was sought. It could be an actual place, right? And we could read about that also in examples from the Torah, right? A person or thing regarded as an infallible authority or guide on something. 2, a response or message given by an oracle, typically one that is ambiguous or obscure, which means it has to be broken down, right? Or you have to have a deep understanding or sifting through it to figure it out, right? And we see that as in examples in the Torah, through it, whether it be the prophets, whether it be Proverbs, Ecclesiastics, Wisdom of Solomon, Ben Sirach, you know what I'm saying, or Ban Sirach, you know what I'm saying. Also, in conjunction with oracle, you have parable, right? Which is a simple story. This is a small definition, of course. A simple story used to illustrate a moral or spiritual lesson as told by Jesus in the Gospels. Something likened to a parable in providing an instructive example or lesson. So we see that in a lot of the ways, especially if we listen to our self-talk and we listen to the communication that goes on within our spirit as we seek Yahweh for answers from within, then we also have layers peeled back so that we can see the truth of all things, right? Or see the truth of matter, or all things is what I mean. All things. like creation, things being created, right? So this is the lesson that I was going to go into. Like I said, for lack of time, it's not totally complete, but I wanted to just give a preview, if you will, of some of the things that I was going to go into, so that y'all can visit ahead of time until I get this time, because I'm doing overnights right now. So, you know, it kind of zombifies you, if you will, during the day, especially at first, or as you first start working it. But yeah, there's criteria, right, for being a mashal, and it goes like, right, here's the words of Elohim, right, sees the visions of Shaddai, you know what I'm saying, falls down with eyes wide open. In other words, prostrate yourselves, not physically, although a lot of us do that also, but spiritually. That means to seek, shut down, so that you can be open, right? Prostrate yourself before Yahweh. That's what that means. Has knowledge of the Most High, right? So those are some of the prerequisites, or some of the mind states that you go into upon, you know, realizing you are an oracle of Alawiyan, you know what I'm saying? So, or the Most High. Yep. So that's what I wanted to give you a little introductory to, something to think about. Yeah. So this is your brother Ja. Oh, my bad. But the importance is, you do, after all the reading that you do, and after what you have discovered from studying Torah and studying the scriptures, you should by this juncture understand that you are a vessel for Elohim, right? Or you are a vessel for the Most High to use. And that you should also realize that that is the link that so-called Christianity or these religions don't like to open up about. Even so-called Torah-only cats won't open up about. And hence, they actually exemplify the same things we read about in the so-called Gospels of the so-called Pharisee not having the knowledge, but not opening up the door for inner wisdom, or for inner searching or inner understanding of the temple man. Big ups to Tretel and Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? On the temple man teachings. And, you know, so hopefully you can hear this from my temple, you know. That's why we have an eclectic group in Torah Knights, is that one brother's talents is not the other brother's talents, but we all conjoin in the temple man. You dig? Because, in truth be told, you would just to serve Yahweh, you would be happy just to be a gatekeeper at the tent, the first opening of the tent of the sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? So all praises to Yahweh for just giving us duties worthy of his name, right? So yeah, just think about that, you know, think about that. That's where all these Christian groups and these so-called Torah only, so-called, I say, because they may study the book of the Torah, but they don't have none of the Rawah. They don't have the teachings within, right? They don't have the Tarawah, right? They're very book smart, but they don't have no spirit, unfortunately, too. And that's why we doubly have to give praises to Yahweh for giving us a spirit of understanding and wisdom, and bringing forth knowledge. That's why we praise the Father, right? But we understand that the Father is for lack of better words, a notion or a thought that is truly incomprehensible and infallible, or ineffable, I should say. So, you know, that's what I got to say right now. This is your brother Josh. Shalom. Call me Yasharal. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be getting back with y'all. Shalom.